Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to talk about tonight is something that I hit in a short yesterday and kind of teased it a little bit. You guys responded really well. So, what we're going to talk about tonight to wrap up the weekend is why the Democrats, all of a sudden, it was like a bat signal went on, and everybody and their brother with a D in front of their name started going out and putting a gun control bill out of the ages, no matter how insane it was, how extreme, and the big theme across them all. None of them had a snowball's chance downstairs of even getting across remotely the finish line. So what is going on? That's what we're going to break down right now. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on because we are spreading freedom twice daily, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. All right, guys, let's get into this. Let me just catch you up on some of the things that happened in the last 2 weeks, all from the most extreme Democrats on the gun control area of their platforms, okay? So we had the Go Safe Act. That one came out from Angus King and Heinrich from New Mexico, 2 senators. Then we had Schumer with his AWB, his universal background checks, and Ethan's Law last week in the Senate. Then we had Senator Warren come out with a reintroduction of a bill which had zero chance across the board. I'll put a video right down there and link it and show you why all these are failing, along with the thumbnail that looked like this. And then we also had an ammo licensing bill come out by Elizabeth Warren. And then we had the Office of Gun Violence Prevention. Why are all of these things happening at the time when nothing else has changed? The Senate hasn't changed counts of Republicans, Democrats. The filibuster is still in place. The House is majority Republican and has a speaker on the Republican side. Why? That's the key. Well, let me run you through a few of the things that might have something to do with it. Check this out. And you guys can tell me, because I might just be spitting in the wind here. Let's just roll through these quickly. Biden loses ground with young voters, prompting Democratic concerns. That was from November. It's a hard sell. Gen Z activists warn Biden over frustration around young voters. That's from May. How Biden can avoid a collapse in the youth vote. Okay. Oh, look at this. Youth in the 2024 election likely to vote and ready to drive action on key political issues. Well, wouldn't you know, one of the key political issues is guns. Economy, climate, and guns. Well, they're losing on economy. No one really cares about the climate. And the gun thing. Ooh, that's available. Young people's top issues are inflation, cost of living, jobs that pay a living wage, gun violence, and climate change. Now, most of that is driven by the media, but let's continue. How Bidenomics may cost Biden the youth vote. He'll soon be 81, and it shows that his economic policies have punished young people in particular. I'm a pollster. Democrats need young voters to win in 2024. Gen Z and millennials aren't hot on Biden or government generally. Whoa, wait a minute. But the Democrats can win them back, of course, implying losing them. Now, again, let's go back to the revisit. Let's revisit exactly what we were talking about. The video that I did prior, when I showed you everything that would have to happen for some amazing asteroid of gun control to come down and actually occur. And now let's look again at what the media has said, again, all celebrating the things that I hit. Senator Elizabeth Warren and Representative Hank Johnson reintroduced the bill with emphasis on gun violence. Opinion, this is the Washington Post, how 2 gun-friendly senators are turning the tide. That's the Go Safe Act. Majority Leader Schumer to bring assault weapons ban bill to the floor. And wouldn't you know it, this might be the payoff. Senate Republicans block assault weapons ban and background checks bill. So a flurry of gun bills comes out across the board. Zero chance of passing in any way, shape, or form. I mean, again, you can watch the video I did prior, and it shows you all the reasons why I come to that conclusion. Then you've got a pollster which says the economy, which is Biden is terrible on in polling, climate change, which is lower ranking than anything else, and then there's gun violence that's motivating the Gen Z. And meanwhile, you've got all the gun control groups out there pounding their chest about how evil Republicans were for shooting down all the bills that came forward, which were guaranteed failures right out the gate in the Senate. The Senate had to get 100 votes, 100 votes, 100% of the entire population of the Senate from all 50 states. When the breakdown is 51, goodness gracious, 51-49. And you couldn't get 100 votes from the Senate to institute gun control. Weird. It's a guaranteed failure, and the reason that they did that failure was so they could have a marketing push to do just what I just showed you. Senate Republicans block assault weapons ban and background checks bill. gun controllers across the board were out there saying, put the Republicans on record. We're going to go get these bills out there in the Senate. And now they're coming out and saying, we need the youth vote. They don't want you to be safe. They hate you being alive. They should vote for common sense gun reform, and you need to get Democrats in office. And by the way, you can do it for donating $15 to Guns Every Town for Gun Safety or Giffords.org or Moms Demand Action. You can make a difference. It's almost like this was present the problem, pretend like you had a chance, experience the failure you knew was going to happen, and then use it to demonize your opponent and use it to fundraise for your upcoming election, of which you are losing everything you hold dear. And the demographic that they were chasing the hardest, the one that will hurt them the most, is the one they're aiming this directly at. You tell me if this is about truly a chance to do anything gun control related, or a marketing tactic which they're setting up themselves for success. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know if I landed that plane. Let me know if I'm crazy, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.